Welcome back, DrillFreak Nation, and I'm really excited about this episode. This episode is called Lock and Load. You can tell we're indoors today. We're in my teaching studio here, and I have a very talented player. Had the chance to work with him a little bit in the last couple of years, especially on the hands, but I didn't have to work on anything when it came to distance. So I'd like to introduce EAMON Evans. EAMON, thanks for being here on our video blog. Now, just for a little backstory, EAMON is a World Long Drive Remax finalist, 2012, 2013. Yep. Am I correct? Right. So that's pretty impressive to make it in the finals. He's not just a long bomber, too, folks. By the way, EAMON's a scratch player, very talented player, and has played a lot of high-end amateur events throughout his career. So, EAMON, one of the reasons that we're here today is for you to explain to some of the folks out there in the social media world. And there's a lot out there. We have different platforms that will see this video blog. What are some of the things that you do? I know you mentioned about exercise. We'll go that direction. You mentioned...
over the years I've hit a heavy bag, and I think I've been able to work the core very well doing that exercise. As far as cardio is concerned, spin cycling 3-4 days a week, and also rowing machine, which really helps, core, back, shoulder strength.
So swimming, core, and swimming, we were mentioning too, talking off camera a little bit about that too as well. So if you notice, there was not a lot of talk about lifting weights.
Yeah, I haven't touched a weight years. It's probably been 10 years. Everything I do is more cardio or body weight oriented.
Got it, got it. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to have, EAMON's going to get in there now. He's going to start swinging the club. We're going to get a chance to take a look at some of the stats that he has with his driver. I already know what I'm going to see. I've been fortunate, as I said, to work with EAMON a few years ago, and we'll get a chance to dissect some of the things. And EAMON, I want to ask you a question because this is lock and load. So when we get back to the camera here, I think I'm going to have you talk a little bit about what your mindset is when you're swinging the club and what you're thinking about, especially on that right side loading up.
Absolutely.
So we'll be right back.
Yeah, so loading up onto the right side is obviously extremely important to, hitting the ball far and also hitting the ball straight. When I'm dressing the ball and I'm getting into it, I visualize the inside right part of my foot being a post. And that's basically what's keeping my body in the position that it is in when I'm addressing the ball. By doing this, it helps me to not sway backwards, all right, and moving off the ball. I want to keep, my upper body in the position that it's in. I basically have a slight knee flex, okay, and again, a little pressure on the right part of my inside foot, and this helps me keep my upper body in the position that it needs to be in. And this also helps with a wide, smooth takeaway, getting myself into the position at the top where I know I'm in good shape to begin my downswing. And again, loading up on that right side helps you from not shifting your weight to the right. Once you get into this position, you're going to have a hard time hitting the ball straight.
All right, so EAMON, we're taking a look here at that last swing here. So this is a pretty good swing, and this is pretty indicative of your normal average, drive right now.
Yep.
So we're looking at a total of 342. Carry the ball 318. One of the things that I know you really like is that ball flight, that little chandelle right there. So for the viewers, we'll kind of hit a little replay button. We'll see it from a first-person perspective, that the ball really isn't really moving much. There's that little drop, a little tail at the end that just falls down. Some people refer to it as a baby cut. You'll hear that announced. Older terms, past generations, the Byron Nelsons and the Hogans would refer to that as a little chandelle because it really isn't. It's it's not really moving much at all. Right. Okay, so we look here at let's take a look at some of the numbers here. You have a launch angle 7 degrees over here, and the spin was up just a tad normally, right?
Yeah, that's a little high. I kind of like it more around 2400, but there's some probably some outside factors that have to do with the high spin.
Golf ball, even the balls that I have that you're hitting. So your ball speed is very, very high. So if we even looked at tour averages, you know, the average PGA Tour player ball speed, he's around 167, 168. You're at 187. Club head speed, these guys, you know, they're looking at 113. You're at 131, which when you look at Tiger in his heyday when he was really hitting it, that was like that big benchmark, breaking 130. And that's pretty much your average.
Yeah, about there. I'm swinging it pretty good if it's over 130.
Right. So all in all, some really cool numbers here. So we're going to come back to EAMON and we're going to close everything down. So we hope you guys enjoyed the little breakdown. Well, okay, Drill Freak Nation, that does it for this episode of Lock and Load. And I definitely want to thank my good friend EAMON Evans for sharing some of the insight to get it out there, a good 350, 360, which is what, EAMON, you'd probably got it out there even further. What's your longest drive, though?
Longest recorded drive is 421 yards
420,
in competition.
Right.
So, yeah.
So if you just listen a little bit of what EAMON just prescribed as medicine for your golf swing with the driver, 420 may not be the actual attainable number, but let's go 240. Let's invert that.
Start there. Yep.
So again, we'll catch you guys on our next episode on Drill Freak Nation. And we thank you guys, always social media platforms, giving us a little bit of feedback. We appreciate that as well.
Thank you.